So here's Man of Steel number 1, and then there's Man of Steel number 2. These are great connecting covers with Man of Steel 1 and 2. I think they look great together, and now Man of Steel 3 just locks right in there and fits right along with the rest of the covers. This is going to be, I guess, all the issues together make one awesome picture. So hey, let's check out what happened in Man of Steel number 3, because I cannot say enough good things about Bendis' new take on Superman. I think it's great. So the book opens up, instead of Krypton where it's been for the last 2 issues, it's Earth. And of course this is Man of Steel Part 3 with various artists, but definitely Brian Michael Bendis doing his darndest, making a really good comic. I'm telling you, this is a good book. So our book opens up. Our new bad guy, whose name is so forgettable I forgot it, arrives on Earth, and he finds the the Fortress of Solitude. Of course, he goes right in, and he gets attacked by these robots. Now, I don't know much about the New 52 or the Rebirth continuity, but these look like the robots from Byrne's era, when Byrne was doing the original Man of Steel, and I think that's great. I guess they're doing kind of an homage to all the previous versions of the character. And we're inside the Fortress of Solitude, and it's kind of the icy castle that we saw in the Richard Donner films. And he makes his way over to Kandor. So the bottled city of Kandor is in the current continuity. I did not know that. It's I think last time I checked, I think Brainiac had been the one that put Kandor in the bottle. I'm not sure what the current continuity is. I'm not even sure which Superman we're dealing with. I know this was supposed to be the pre-52 Superman that came back, but then he merged with the post. I don't know. I'm not even going to focus on continuity because this is such a good story. Flipping over, we find one of these burnt out buildings, and now here we find, Deputy Fire Chief Moore, and what does she run across in the fire? Superman. Again, great dialogue, great art. Hi, geez, sorry. Sometimes I forget how the darkness and light affect the human. I'm just sorry to scare you. And they have it's just great dialogue about the arsons and the fires that are going on. And then, what's this? Oh, bleep. Okay, I scared her by accident. You did that on purpose. I'm Batman. Great dialogue, great pacing in this page. They're investigating the arson. Superman obviously called in his friend, the world's greatest detective, Batman, to help him figure out what's going on. Only thing with this is I really wish they would explain how this fits into Batman's current continuity, because he's obviously getting married right now in his own title, and it doesn't really reflect. I guess he takes a few minutes off to come help Clark, but I would have liked to understand how this works and fits into the current Batman books, but it's modern comics, and they don't really care as much anymore about that stuff. But Superman looks alarmed, because he hears that the Fortress of Solitude's in trouble, and he takes off. Bing! And another great illustration of Superman flying in the action. The worried look on his face is fabulous. So he's taken off. Boom! And he finds the Fortress of Solitude. And look at this panel. This is great. Just look, the artist. I gotta double check which artist did this, but the pain in his eyes is just incredible. This is a good book. And then this big shot of him, the Fortress of Solitude, being trashed, and he's all worried, and this is his culture, and look at that panel. And then he realizes the last second, the Fortress of Solitude was the last. Oh no, please no! And then off panel, what the hell? Oh look, ads. Supergirl's back, and she's upset, and it's cool to have Superman and Supergirl together. I'm not sure. I started with the New 52 Supergirl. I didn't really like what they were doing, so I'm not sure how the characters evolved over the last few years, but I really like this version of her. I don't know if it's just Bendis' writing or this is how the character is in her own title, but it's great. And first, Superman doesn't want to tell her about Kandor, and then he does, that Kandor's been destroyed. And again, look at the pain in both of their eyes. So well done. And then pan down, Kandor is no more. So now Superman and Supergirl are the last survivors of Krypton. Superman, he's a bit angry, and he takes off to go find out what happened. Now, the next page talks a little bit about what happened to Lois and Jonathan. I'm going to skip over it. You should get the book and see what's going on. So I'm skipping over here, and it's Superman telling Supergirl to go take care of her family because they don't know who this villain is or what's going on. They suspect maybe it's Bizarro. Not Bizarro. Please, not Bizarro. There's always Luthor. He has to know what you do to him for this. Great dialogue. Okay, I keep saying how great the dialogue is and how great the writing is in this book, and it really is that good. This is Brian Michael Bendis at his best. So Superman takes off to go find who did this to the Fortress of Solitude, destroyed Kandor, telling Kara to go take care of her family. And she, again, ties more into this mystery of what happened to Lois and Jonathan. And Lois and John are safe, and he doesn't answer. He just says, get the word, get your world safe, and then come find me. He never answers the question. It's just like he did with Green Lantern in the previous issue. So we're treated to this great page of him searching the city. And it's, again, another well-done page. This is what makes comics so unique and so great, that they can do pages like this that tell the story in a very unique way. And again, I'm going to say it one last time about how great the writing is. Superman's internal dialogue here is fantastic. Very well done. He gets hit by a blast. I'm going to end the book right there. I don't want to spoil the ending. I think you can kind of see where it's going. It's a weekly series that's kind of bogging me down, but I cannot recommend Man of Steel enough. I think, gosh, has issue 5 come out already? Or if it hasn't come out, it's coming out soon. So get to your local comic shop and see if they have all the copies of this book. You got to. It's best read, in my opinion. It's best read in periodical form as opposed to waiting for the trade. So please, please, please. I cannot. Again, I know I always say this, and I say I cannot recommend it enough. I honestly cannot recommend Man of Steel enough. It's the best Superman story I've read in years. It's totally worth checking out. I'm checking out. I haven't bought Superman comics in I don't remember how long, but I'm on board with this series. And like I said in the previous video, if this is how good Action Comics and Superman are going to be under Brian Michael Bendis, I'm on board. I'm going to get both series. I've already added them to my pull list at my comic shop, and I recommend you do the same. That's about it for this video. I just want to say go to CosmicTimes.net to see what we have going on with our comic publishing company. We just, as of this recording yesterday, had a great event at Gotham City Pizza in Ormond Beach, Florida, with Michael Loco Duck Duran promoting the release of Sugar Boogers issue 3. If it hasn't arrived at your local comic shop, it's on its way. It'll be there soon. But I just want to thank the guys at Gotham City Pizza for having us out. It was a great experience, and I look forward to doing more events with them. So that's about it. Again, check out CosmicTimes.net. Also check out PalmCon.net and learn more about the PalmCon cruise. And again, I'm going to say it one more time. Get Man of Steel. This is quite possibly the best thing on comic shelves right now. And until next time, stay cosmic.